Hello, I thought I'd make a quick vlog, and I can't talk about my life too much, so I'm not going to say much other than I really haven't done much in the last few days. And then, so, uh, I think I mentioned it already, and you did. Okay, so I'm not going to mention it again, and it bears repeating. Life was meant for husband and wife and family. That's why we're here. That's part of the bigger picture. Okay, so we're meant for family. I didn't have kids, so I don't know. We're not gonna get into that. Okay, that's right. I can't get into my private life. Um, but yeah. So you know, I watch vlogs, and this guy, he knows men because he talks to men all the time, and he's always posting videos about women who who for some reason or another he says are delusional. Um, because he talks to a lot of men, and they tell him what's up, and he's a man too, and so I feel very terrible for the women that he shows, because I don't think they're delusional completely. Maybe 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 the reality isn't as great as they think it is, but I mean, the reality is there's someone for everyone. This is Father John, and there is someone for everyone. You just have to find that right person. Yeah, just have to find the right person. And you know, I don't know. I have no I I don't know anything about men. I really don't. I mean, I'm clueless too. I'm very clueless. What I don't know. But like, he tries to get into the mind of a woman, and I don't think he sees what women see. I mean, he's got half the picture. Like me, I have half the picture. I have half the picture, but we are here to fill in the blanks. Yeah, the latest one was a woman who was in her 30s who had her stuff together. She had a job, all that, and she was a single mother. I don't know if she had multiple kids or what. I don't know, but she was saying that she can be picky because most of the men in her age group um, already have kids. That's okay. That's fine. That's true. And I think if you're a single mother, if you would do well to find a single father to be with, just because kids. We already covered this in another video, but I'm just saying, and so I'm thinking, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he said that he talks to a lot of men, and they're realizing and waking up and realizing that they don't want to raise someone else's kids, um and that men have a choice. They don't have to date in their age range. They could date any age range, and as they get older, they can date younger or older, or men have that option. And so, but she could date older or younger too. I mean, it's more common for men to date younger or older or whatever, or any age. But women, I've seen women who are older get younger men. It's not that common, but I have seen it. I don't want a younger man, that's for sure. But I don't know. I guess what my point is that it always seems a little doom and gloom for the woman. For the woman he presents. Yes, that's a good way to put it. It seems doom and gloom for the women he presents. But that's not the case. Yeah, because there was a woman on there who was talking about how she wanted a man who made, what, six figures at least, a millionaire, and how, well, I mean, I just have to give advice to women. Don't post that. Keep that between you and your girlfriends, okay? You and your friends, you and your family, not even your friends, you and your family. And put yourself in places where you'll find that man. Find out, I mean, don't stalk. Obviously, I'm not saying stalk someone. I'm saying there are places where you can meet men like that. Yes. Put yourself in the situations without stalking and without unrealistic expectations, which means that you will immediately find someone. Okay, remember, there's someone for everyone, but if you're looking for a rich man, it's not out of the question completely. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it just seems doom and gloom, doom and gloom. So I feel for the woman he presents on that vlog because he presents one point of view, and it's all male, and it's all, well, men have the choice to date whoever they want, and this woman thinks da 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 da. Not all men can date every woman they want. A lot of men have trouble dating too. So, I don't know. I don't know. I just, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say that because, and I forgot where I led up to that. Um, Dating in this world and everything, at least she kept the children, at least or the child, and, she's raising it, she's responsible, she's got her act together. What? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so that's that, and I just wanted to say that because, like, it's not all doom and gloom. It's hard. I've seen women on these vlogs crying, saying, "Why can't I find a man? And why can't I find a man?" It's simple. The rules to dating should be the following, and I'll say it, Father John. I'll say it. Don't sleep with the men that you're dating. Number one rule: don't sleep with anyone until you are married. If you have slept with men, stop sleeping with them. Stop sleeping with them. Number one rule: get to know the men. If they're not, eventually the word will get out that you are not sleeping with men, and men will date you just to get to know you. Don't sleep with men. Don't be sexual in any way. Just be yourself. Dress up if you'd like, because men like beautiful women, and they probably see beauty in you. So enhance your beauty. But don't be sexual in the way you dress. Yeah, yeah. That's how you get a serious man. Yeah. Number one rule. That's the number one rule. Don't sleep with the men. Uh, anyway, so, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, the next thing I want to talk about And I'm just making it up as I go because I can't talk about my life. I'd love to say, I'm not allowed to talk about my life. Um, can you please remind me why? Because we don't want people judging you. We don't want people criticizing your life choices. We don't want people criticizing your lifestyle. We don't want people imitating you because your life to many people seems very interesting and exciting. And although you don't do much because you don't, people find the little things you do extremely interesting and exciting to know about. Okay. And we don't want them to become ill. Like a lot of people who have become obsessed with everything you do. Okay. Okay, so no, can't share. But I do want to say this. When it comes to the schools, and because I'm not going to talk about my life, I'm just switching it completely. I'm doing a hard change. Um, I with no segue. So with when it comes to the schools, I'd like to just say that I was thinking today, and I'm not saying anything more about it, but I was thinking, this is all I'm gonna add is to start young in kindergarten, or even I don't know how the schools are going to be set up. I really don't. But like in their first years of school and all the way through to have reinforcement things. I think what was I saying? Um, there's no drugs for me. I respect my body. If I drink only two, and then I'll leave it be. Um, I won't smoke, and you will see that I respect myself and my body. Something like that. It was a lot longer, but yeah, and this is perfect. And we would like to start instituting this in the regular schools immediately. And we have already contacted many Catholic schools about it. We have the whole chant, and we will remind Marissa. And if she comes up with anything else, we will let them know. And we will encourage teachers to come up with little things like that to help students, especially in the younger years, and so they can say it as they go through the school system and remind themselves that there will be no drugs in their life, they won't smoke, and if they drink, they'll have two at the most, and little things like that. Yeah. Anyway, but because they respect their body, and they respect themselves and their body, stuff like that. This is my body. I forgot what I said, but it was long. And it's a lot longer than what she said, but we will share it on her website. Okay, so and Father John, this is Father John. I really do encourage teachers to come up with little things like that so that their students can have that and remember these little chants when they're older. Yes. Anyway, but things like that, little things like that to add into my school, and not just your school, but every school who accepts it. Yes. Um, just to help them out while they're young, because, I remember learning about the dangers of smoking and all that, but we didn't have a little chance to say, I won't do this and I won't do that because I respect this and I respect that. And it's also great how you like that, stuff like that. I wish I did. I wish I did because that way every time I would have, because every time I was about to pick up a cigarette, that little chant would have been in my head, and I don't think I would have. Well, I don't know, but maybe I wouldn't have become addicted to smoking. You know, I don't know. Anyway, um, yes. And I'm already hearing people in here are picking up on stuff that they're adding in with food, healthy foods and stuff like that. Awesome. Very awesome. Yeah, that's right. There are a lot of people in here who are teachers who are coming up with their own little chants. I think that's perfect. Awesome. Um, Not that they didn't already come up with chants, because they did. I'm not. This is nothing new. This is something I added. One little chant that I added to what they already do. Please, I'm not trying to take the credit from teachers, because teachers already do that kind of stuff. Um. Anyway, uh, but yeah, I don't have much else to talk about. I mean, there's so much going on in my life right now that I'm not allowed to say. So, on that note, I'm going to end this vlog, and I'm going to say I hope everybody watching has a great evening tonight and a great day tomorrow, and things go your way. All right, bye.